Welcome to Step Up Your STR. Maybe you have the basics in place for your business, but you know it needs to be better. That's where we come in. Here, you'll get practical ideas to take your vacation rental business from ordinary to outstanding. I'm Kara Shimizu, your host. Together, we'll go through this journey and step up your STR. Hi, vacation rental owners and managers. I'm Kara Shimizu. Welcome to this podcast. So for those of you who might be new here, I am an interior designer who specializes in STR design. The reason I'm making this podcast is because how good or how bad your decorating is directly correlated with how much or how little revenue you earn. So we can jump right in. Today, I am talking about number 3 in my proprietary decorating method that I fondly call the Trinity. I'm Christian, and I promise I mean no blasphemy by that, just that these are the 3 big players that I've seen make the biggest difference in how eye-catching a rental is. And remember, eye-catching is super duper important because eye-catching leads to clicks, which lead to bookings, which lead to revenue. The first 2 were about color. Spoiler alert, they're about color. Today is different. It's about having something Instagrammable in your property or on your property. That's number 3 in the Trinity, something Instagrammable. I'm going to try to share my screen. These are slides from a talk that I gave recently, and it illustrates the point well, I think. So those of you who see the video version of this podcast, you'll get a good introduction here, a good view. Okay, just briefly, I'll go over the why. Why does a specialized STR decor matter? Because it is the first interaction you have with a potential guest. Remember that bad decorating costs as much as good decorating, sometimes more, because sometimes an interior designer can pass along discounts to you. Okay, and here are some statistics. When you invest in your VR decor, you earn 20% more revenue on average. That was found in an internal analysis done by beyondpricing.com. I think it might be beyondpricing.io now. All right. Also, you can even earn more than that, like a lot more when you invest in your decorating. My clients make a whopping 84%. That number should be 84, not 80. 84% to 153% more after decorating with me versus before. So decorating really can be an integral part of how much revenue you earn. And in today's market where, as I'm recording this, there's a saturation, a huge number of vacation rentals. So if you want to compete and stand out, you have to have every element in place. You have to have it super clean, excellent management. Your decorating has to be there too. All right. Let's move into strategy 3, something Instagrammable. By this, I mean something unique and memorable. Okay, here are some examples. A theme room, some kind of unique feature, a mascot. And I'm going to give you a few examples of this. Now, there are lots and lots of ways to make your property Instagrammable. I'll just go over these 3. So a theme room, for example, you could do a Harry Potter space. So with murals, with fancy velvets, and the colors of red, blue, the golden color of the House of Gryffindor. You could also do a Star Wars theme. How easy is this? There is so much Star Wars paraphernalia available. I have a friend who has a Baby Yoda theme in his property, and it does great for him. So here's a really simple Star Wars room. There's a black wall. On one wall, it's black, and it has a white silhouette, probably of a vinyl decal, a white silhouette of Darth Vader's head. and a couple of other decals in the room. One of the decals says, "The force is strong with this one," in great big letters. There's also a Death Star on the wall, and just a Star Wars themed comforter on the bed. A very simple room, has a cool light fixture that looks sort of futuristic, but there's not much else that needs to go into this. It can be extremely simple decorating and still extremely effective. Okay, I'm going to go quickly through these slides. There are practically, you could make a theme out of almost anything. You could make it out of a movie like Star Wars or E.T. or The Wizard of Oz. You could focus on an era of time to get your property Instagrammable with a theme. So an era of time could be the 1970s, the 80s, Jane Austen, that time frame. Another way would be to focus on decorating it with items from a particular place, like national parks or Mexico or African themed decor or references to Japan. Another way to make it Instagrammable is as simple as a color, pink, gold, blue. You could also do a sports theme like baseball or football. I could go on and on with all the themes that you could choose from. So that is an easy way to go. And once you start looking for decor, it will pop up. You'll start seeing it everywhere. Moving on. Not a theme this time, but just something unique, something different, such as a waterfall in your room, in your house. You can buy these. They just plug into the wall. They need a water source. They can be huge, like this one in this picture. It is so zen and just a wonderful sound. It's different. It's unique. You could also get a swing that can go in the house. That is really fun. Or even like a bed swing that you hang outside, especially if you live by the water, like by the ocean. That would be just an amazing feature, unique feature. Next, the next idea for something Instagrammable is a mascot. And you could have, for instance, if you live in the mountains, you could have a big carved bear. That's what you see here on the screen. So a cute bear could be your mascot. Another idea, and I've seen this a fair amount, another idea is to paint a mural on a wall, either inside or outside of your property. In this case, it's wings of a butterfly. And in this way, people can pose in front of those wings and they become your mascot. So a mascot can be a really fun idea. Let's talk about the benefits of having something Instagrammable. First, you can have free advertising by your guests. So what you do is have signs throughout your property encouraging people to take their picture by that Instagrammable item and then post it to social media along with the hashtag of your rental name. And people love that. They love to be a part of something. They love to make themselves a part of a space, and they will give you free advertising that way. Number two, repeat guests. I know a family who goes to the same vacation rental every year because it has a life-size figure of Darth Vader. There is nothing else interesting about this property except the Darth Vader. And those teenagers are older now. They're near 20, but they still go every year for the Darth Vader. So repeat guests is a definite benefit. All right, so something Instagrammable. That is number 3 in the Trinity. Remember, you're really trying to make your vacation rental stand out in the best ways. You need to make a really great impression first thing on the listing website. Otherwise, people are just going to scroll on through because it looks like a regular room. We don't want regular. Guests want a good experience. If they wanted just a regular place, they could stay home for that. They want something unique. And what I've described here, these elements of an Instagrammable item, they're not over the top expensive. They can be really simple and still really effective. All right, that is number 3 in the Trinity. If you want more information, you can visit my website. It is vrdecor.co. That's VR as in vacationrentaldecor.co. Thank you so much for joining in today. I hope you have a great day and good luck with your vacation rental business. I'll talk to you next time. Thank you for joining in on Step Up Your STR. Please take just 30 seconds to like, review, and subscribe. It's a simple thing that fuels our mission to empower more STR owners and managers for higher success. I look forward to talking again next time.